Because I know that several of you are feeling fairly overwhelmed from yesterday's lesson because it is such a new concept, I want to go over some review problems as well as introduce how a word problem would operate. So we have this first problem here, 3x squared minus 4x plus 6x plus the quantity 5x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x. So if you remember from yesterday, because we are adding polynomials, you can distribute that plus sign, but it's not going to change anything because it's like multiplying by positive 1. So therefore, we can just start combining like terms. If I look, because I need to put my answer in standard form, which is that highest degree value first, I'm going to start with this 5x cubed. As I look, there's nothing else that has an x to the third power, so I'm simply going to bring that down. Then I look for x squareds, and I have a 3x squared and a plus 2x squared. 3 plus 2 is 5, so I have plus 5x squared. And then I have a minus 4x and a minus 3x and a plus 6x. So a negative 4 plus a positive 6 is a positive 2. Minus 3x is a minus 1x or minus x. And that would be my solution. Moving on to, excuse me, subtracting, we have here 9g squared h plus 3gh to the 8th minus the quantity 4g squared h minus 7gh to the 8th. Now if you recall, we have to distribute this negative sign to each of the terms, which will change the sign that the original problem has within the polynomial. So then we can rewrite it without our parentheses. So we have 9g squared h plus 3gh to the 8th. And then we have minus a positive 4g squared h, so minus 4g squared h. And then minus a negative 7gh to the 8th. Minus a negative is plus 7gh to the 8th. So then we can go ahead and start looking to combine our like terms. When it comes to standard form, remember we need to go alphabetical order, highest power first, which would mean that our g squared h terms are what is going to go first. And we have 9 plus negative 4, or 9 minus 4, which is 5g squared h. And then we have plus 3gh to the 8th plus 7gh to the 8th. So 3 plus 7 is 10gh to the 8th. And that would be our solution. Then we take a look at the word problem. Mary has 3 dogs and 4 cats. When one of her dogs and one of her cats has babies, she gains 5 more dogs and 6 more cats. We want to use C to represent cats and D to represent dogs, and write this expression and then simplify it. So we've got 3 dogs and 4 cats. So when we write that expression to start, we have 3 dogs and, which would be plus, 4 cats. That's my first expression. It says then one of her dogs and one of her cats has babies. 5 more dogs, 6 more cats. So we're adding to the population of dogs and cats, and we got 5 more dogs and so plus 6 more cats. It's a literal translation. So now we can go ahead and combine our like terms. So we got 3 dogs and 5 dogs, which is 8 dogs. And we got 4 cats and 6 cats, which would be 10 cats. And this would be our solution. What I need for you to do right now is go ahead and try these 3 you try problems, and then bring your questions with you to class tomorrow.